Oh yeah, yeah. We about to make a masterpiece over here. This is Volothamp Modulus Tautology, and I got a great show. I like to call them programs. I gotta break that habit because this is not a game show, yo. In fact, I'm calling this program, episode, show, whatever the mainstream media likes to call these, TV or whatever, right? Is I'm calling this one. What am I calling this one again? I'm calling it TP. Oh, hip hop is not pop unless TPIR. Let me repeat that for y'all. All right. Hip hop is not pop unless the TPIR. Now, my old heads know what TPIR is. That's the Price is Right. So come on down, right? That's what we doing today.
Yep.
I got the teenager with me today, so that just doubles the amount of fun that we about to have. The game that we're running right now is Castlevania, and I'm running it from my phone to the Apple TV to recording. So we got a real good setup right here. But we're just not gonna just do gameplay today. I'm gonna share. I have because that's been my newest thing. Because I'm trying to, do my Animal Crossing, create kind of shows with my Animal Crossing, and then do gameplay or news or lessons about life, mathematics, science, technology, engineering, and all that good stuff. Like whether it's even psychological or philosophical, talks. Epistemology is my favorite, and I always give respect to metaphysics, and we got that from the teacher Karis One. Rakim is number one, and we always try to start with my mind remains a fine with all kinds of ideas. It's self-esteem that makes you seem that my thought take years to build. That's from Eric B. and Rakim, where Eric B. is the president. So we ain't worried about what's going on down there at the Central Authority. But I am going to share some. What is this guy's name? My bad. Rich from Review Tech. Rich from the Review Tech is an old school YouTuber. He was I started watching him like 13 years ago. Whenever I got my first iPhone and or iPad back in the day, I used to watch him. And so I watched his page grow from mere thousands to millions. He got his page up to 1 million, but he's the one that shut it down during the past administration. I guess we found ourselves with a lot of bots attacking us in the gaming community. They still attack me, but that's easy. I get it. But they was really attacking channels like him's where you're trying to please the audience, and then your audience is nothing but a bunch of Russian bots trying to make you go crazy over the political landscape, should I say. So I'm gonna share a little bit of his view. It's like 5 minutes of what he's thinking about the current state of the gaming, because he's like one of the professional review technology people and looking at the markets and everything. And then I'm gonna share a little bit of Obi-Wan. Yes, Obi-Wan plays games, and I've been following Obi-Wan since he was Obi-Wan. I've been following him since he's been way back in the day, and so I was there watching him before he met Reggie Fils-Aimé and all that, and watching his show grow and see his little kids pop their heads up in the background. So he's going to do a little quick mini review of the state of gaming and talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 a little bit. So the Grand Theft Auto 6, what's that thing called?
GTA 6 trailer.
The trailer came out. We're not going to share the trailer because then they'll hit us with the copyright claim and et cetera, et cetera.
Well,
Well, with the music.
Yeah, that as well. But yeah, it's also.
But if you do it how we're kind of doing it, where I got a little thing on the side, you tag it in the thing. You say this is going to be fair use by the 1970. We got to get the year right, copyright, and your First Amendment right, and all that good stuff. And I haven't been getting hit with them. But when I do use music, and if I just make it full screen,
not making any earnings, by the way.
If
stuff like that.
Yep. So we're practicing creating our own content. So I got this playing in the background, but this is kind of low. This is available on our Apple Arcade. So that's what I got the teenager doing. He's going to demonstrate a couple games for you. Right now he's playing a little bit of how you like this so far. My fault. Let me let the little young boy, let him talk for one
I
sec.
was literally about to say, like, did you forget about me or something?
Because it moves so fast, son. I'm trying to get it within 30 minutes. So go ahead. So talk about this game a little bit. What do you think? Castlevania.
I enjoyed Castlevania as much as I enjoyed Mega Man, I guess, as well.
Mega Man. You haven't really played Metroid yet.
No, not really.
So
they're making a new Mega Man comic. I read like the first issue since it was at the free comic book store.
And those are other things that we want to start doing. We want to do comic books.
I just read comic books because I like comic books.
You just got the Superman #1.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna read that. Like.
It was just ironic to me. I mentioned this the last episode that I was just playing on my phone and I hit the app, and then I sent you a picture of the Silver Surfer because it was like, all right, let me send this picture to you, and you just, I just left the comic book store with that day. I was like, get out of here! Like, what in the world? How is that ironic? Like, So you got Superman #1, and I shared Silver Surfer #1. So I've been planning on talking about a little bit of Silver Surfer. Oh, I went to the library today, and look what I got here. What's that?
That's a Spider-Man.
Nah.
Ultimate Galactus.
Yeah. So this is the Avengers versus Galactus, and then my other book I got is this right here. What's that right there?
Matt Calculus.
Calculus Know-It-All. So I got a Calculus Know-It-All book. So I'm gonna share a little bit of STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics with y'all, and there it is. How we doing time wise? 7 minutes. We doing great, because Rich is only like 5 minutes, and then Obi's only 2 minutes, and but like I was saying, the way we have this set up right now, I have this playing off of my phone into Apple TV. So this is kind of the concept that I was thinking about with Switch.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
So that you can have your Switch in your hand, or even your Switch 2. You can have it in your hand.
And no, even just because
and project it on the screen, but you still have. There it is again. The game, or the Wii. Hold on, the Wii U. Should we call it that? The Wii U. The Re meaning the prefix meaning again. So we can call it the Wii U box. Where you play.
You want the GameCube and the Wii U. You want the GameCube and the Wii U.
Now you can already
so down bad.
You can already technically buy two. You can technically buy two Switch 2s and do the same thing, or you can use your Switch 2 and Switch 1 and combo it and do it kind of like that already through the software. They have thrown hints at that already. Nintendo has.
I just want wallpapers. That's all I want.
You just want wallpapers?
I just want wallpapers. I've been enjoying the settings on the.
But what about the camera? Because the camera is one of the things that's kind of suggesting what I'm talking about. Is that the camera can take up to 4 people's faces and add it to the game. Why does those other 3 players have to be on the same system necessarily? They can be on their own individual systems.
Yeah, that's what
you see what I'm saying?
About.
So you can have 3 friends on their own Switches, and then your Switch is the main Switch on the screen, and then you can air that through the whole nation. Like that's next level right there. I'm really feeling that, and I hope it works well in trying to implement it that way. So we'll see how it works when it finally drops. But there it is. That's some of the details surrounding the Switch 2. You want to keep going with this, or?
Do you want to play other games?
Yeah, I was gonna rotate through 3 different games. All these games except for one of them is available on Apple Arcade, and it's a service that we pay for. So I've been sending my son a lot of suggestions, like, hey, I got space for.
I wanted you to just play the Tower Defense.
So I did download one of the Tower Defense games. It wasn't the 2 that he suggested. And I teased them a little bit because they were a little kiddyish with balloons. But the one that I got seems like it's very technical, and it might be a challenge for me to play it. So, but I might demo that another day. So, but there it is. This is classic Castlevania. It's available with the your subscription. He's using the controller and everything to play with it. I'm gonna check the frame rate, music, see how it comes out in this video. But I'm about to share a little bit of Rich from Review Tech, and he's gonna talk about the current state of gaming, and I'll add on to that in a little bit. Okay, so we'll be right back from this. I guess a commercial break. You want to call it? You can call it a commercial break. Be right back with y'all, okay?
Alright.
Hardware, games, and accessories. I'm not going to go through the full list again. Sorry, Bird. I'm not going to go through the full list again, but a couple examples that stick out to me. The 1 terabyte Xbox Series S is going from $349 US to $429 US, and the 2 terabyte Xbox Series X, the 2 terabyte Galaxy Black version, is going from $599 to $729. Let that sink in. That is $30 more expensive than a PlayStation 5 Pro, and it's just the base Series X. Microsoft never came out with like a Series X Pro. So you're paying more for Microsoft's console that's now 5 years old because it's prettier and has more storage. And it's no more capable than the launch Xbox Series X. And Microsoft is in a distant 3rd place when it comes to console sales. They're at 32 million and change. And they're increasing prices. I can't. Oh, God. Well, anyway, the internet has reacted to these price increases, and no one's happy. And they think it's a really bad sign for things to come in the gaming industry. Daniel Ahmad, who is the director of research and insights at Nico Partners, keep in mind he analyzes the video game industry in Asia and the Middle Eastern North Africa region. So he knows what's going on. Well, anyway, this is the thread that he had on Twitter. This is what he had to say. Xbox is increasing prices globally. This is due to Trump's tariffs and the global macroeconomic environment. Here's why. 1, Xbox consoles are manufactured in China and subject to a 145% tariff when entering the US. Number 2, the global price increases are to soften the actual price increase in the US, which is Xbox's largest market, as well as due to currency fluctuations. 3, packaged games are increasing from $70 to $80 for this same reason and because they're partially made in Mexico. 4, this is what you really need to pay attention to. I need to stress what you're seeing here is just the beginning. Sony will be impacted by the same tariffs, and we've already seen them raise prices elsewhere to offset the impact. 5, Nintendo did not raise prices as its manufacturing is in Vietnam, but could if tariffs increase. So essentially, he's warning you like this is just the beginning. It's not just going to be Microsoft, and I agree. I think that Sony is going to increase prices again, and there's a decent chance that this Switch 2 and current Switch hardware could increase in price. Like, could you imagine the Switch, the original one, gets more expensive and it launched in 2017? But here we are. Now, Paris, who is a creator for Kinda Funny and Gamer Tag Radio, said this about the price increases. These Xbox price increases. 5-year-old console going up in price and costing $600. Welcome to the new reality of $80 games. This is supposed to be, and this one hit me, this is supposed to be a hobby for everyone to enjoy, but we're quickly seeing people being priced out. That is so true. And here's what Paul Tassi had to say. He's a tech journalist over at Forbes. Xbox went first, but it seems pretty unlikely that Sony and Nintendo will be able to avoid doing this too with the tariffs in place. I repeat, the tariffs. The $80 games thing is separate and just lurching toward the inevitable new industry standard now as the dominoes start falling, which contrasts what Daniel Ahmad said about game pricing, but I hate to say it, with Mario Kart World coming out and it's going to cost $80 if you don't get it with the limited edition Switch 2 bundle. $80 is going to be the inevitable future of game prices, so buckle up for that one. And this one really stuck out to me from Shinobi602. God, I remember using him as a source for stories ages ago. He's another industry insider, and he's showing prices of what consoles used to cost. This should depress you. This feeling like another lifetime ago. He posted, and look at these pictures. This is the GameCube, $99. Well, that's when Nintendo was struggling to sell them, and they really wanted to get one in your home, so they made it cheap. The PS3. Yes, I understand inflation is a thing, but still, even when these consoles were relevant and the main consoles from Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, it still felt a lot more affordable. The PS3, the Slim model. Many argue this is the best PS3 version. The Super Slim sucked. Starting at $249. If only you could get a PS5 or Xbox Series X for that price, but I don't think it's ever going to happen again. A base PS4, not the PS4 Pro, with 1 terabyte of storage.
And there it is, right? Great job, Rich. Great job. Because I've been, like, we've been talking about the prices and everything like that, and you know how much this Switch is costing, and how the Wii U, the price never dropped when you was a kid. So like back in the day, like supply and demand are curves, so the prices used to drop. So I've been sharing everybody's content of the PS2, for example. When the PS2 first came out, it was maybe $250 or almost $300. But then the price dropped $100 once the market demanded that you drop the price. Plus, PlayStation back then, the rules of the world were you wanted to sell as many systems as possible, because that was the original Sony game plan. We can sell them at a loss. So I think they used to cost them like $500 or $600 to make the PS2 or whatever. But they used to sell them at a loss in order to make all the money off of the software. Their whole game was to sell software. Huh?
Does the game just not have music? Oh, that's a C-shirt. Yeah.
They kind of warned that in this thing too. I think just keep hitting the plus button or something like that. See if you can get some of this to play in.
Plus button.
I don't know. Okay, now it's moving all fast and stuff. So this is Space Invaders. It's a Space Invaders remix. You know, Space Invaders is a real slow game, so they had to speed it up, make it, but still keep it nostalgic by making it black and white. And you know what I mean, this is also available on. You can actually shoot the fire back. Okay, that's different. So it's available on Apple Arcade. Like I said, this is a service that we play for. But and that's what happens when you do Nintendo Online, for example. If you were to get a Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Online offers different tiers, but you can own every system from Nintendo, the original NES, the Super
To the
Nintendo,
GameCube.
up to the GameCube. But the GameCube is only going to be available for
Switch
the Switch 2. So that's
I'm praying for Sonic Adventure 2. That's what will make me buy the system. Sonic
I'm
Heroes,
planning. Well,
Shadow
I'm planning on buying the system, but I'm patient. There's still a lot of games that I want to play on the Switch. There's a lot of games I want to play on my phone. There's a lot of games I want to play on my PC. There's a lot of games I want to play on my PS3. I'm still working on rebuilding that and fixing that up. And I do want to build a new what's that thing called? My Raspberry Pi. I do want to build a hobby and build a Raspberry Pi. I got a lot of work to do over these next 5-6 years. That's why I'm not really pressed to be a first time person for the Switch 2. What was it called again? The early buyer.
Early buyer for the Switch 2.
Yeah. And I shared that video
I think
with
what made
everybody.
me fully realize that the Switch 2 was a bad thing was like the prices in other places. People in UK have to pay almost $100 for Mario Kart.
For real.
People in Canada do.
And
It's terrible.
it's and hence, you know, what's the name's paying doing these tariffs. Trump is, but it's now everybody's blaming him for the tariffs because now the prices on luxuries are going to go up. I guess what he's looking for economically is that it will lower the prices of necessities. So it should lower the prices of food. It should lower the prices of things that we need.
But the thing is,
But it is going to raise the price on things that we want. As the global market continues to build to try to compensate, they're going to find themselves with extra inventory. Hence, the price is going to eventually drop, especially if he readjusts the tariffs, because now the foreign country that we're trying to do businesses in is allowing America to do business in their country, which is his main gripe. So, hey, you know, non-business people don't like it. It is what it is. But like I said, I'm willing to save up my pennies and eventually get one. But I don't need one. I don't need a Switch 2 for another 2 years. You know what I mean? But if I hit the lottery tomorrow, I might get it tomorrow. You know, that's just how it works. So we'll see. And there it is. There it is. That's how it works. So you want to talk a little bit about this anymore? Or?
It's just Space Invaders.
It's just Space Invaders.
It's just Space Invaders. It's a horror.
And we had 23 minutes. We'll go into this quick video by Obi-Wan, where he's going to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6. I like the video because he's doing it his style. His little daughter, I think, jumps in for a second, and that's what I like. I want to see more. I want to see more parents playing the games with their children online. You know, a lot of the online, you know, kids playing online unsupervised, using all types of foul language and you know, and it's the same thing happening in the adult world. That's why it gets kind of corny when you're dealing with maybe, you know, not real people or people that have mental health issues and they want to just be completely ignorant to be ignorant kind of a thing, and that's corny too. We don't want to condone anything like that. So we're trying to work together in solidarity. We're not trying to be, you know, separatist or segregationist or whatever word that you want to use other than, you know, unity, an agreement of feeling, or you know, teamwork. We'll go into the fundamental definition of solidarity too, as we keep adding new words and actually going over those words and stop playing this game of changing the fundamental definition of words to fit the narrative of what you want. You know what I mean? Or what a spoiled person would want. So, but we're here to work together as a team. So I'm gonna share a little bit of Obi-Wan, and then we'll be back with one more game, and I'll be out. Okay? So bear with us for one more sec.
We got
Obi-Wan plays.
That's right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Huge news. Huge news just dropped on the internet. I didn't even post this in my Discord to let my sponsors know I'm going live. Let me at these boys, let them know we're going live. Everyone, live. Let's go. Bro, the news today. Give the stream a big thumbs up. We got breaking news, a lot to talk about. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I have not watched. Oh, come on, Brielle.
Make sure I like and subscribe.
All right, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, you have to go. You can't watch GTA 6 trailers. All right, let's get. Wait, before we get started, I gotta change it. I was just so hyped to go live. I was out when the trailer dropped. I got home. First things first, bro. We are only 30 days. It says 31, but we are only 30. Let me change that to a 30. 30 days from the launch of the Switch. Less than a month away. Everybody coming in, give the stream a like. We're at 10 likes. Let's double that to 20 likes right now. We're going to check out this trailer live, my live reaction. Also, we will be giving away a Switch 2 console to a lucky subscriber. That giveaway is going to be lit. Shout out to Mur. Shout out to Kaleem, who did our first giveaway. And you want to get on my Switch friend list? Links in the description. Let's get to it. You can't play this on stream. It's not... We played it, bro. We're playing it. All right. So, the trailer for GTA 6 dropped. Y'all see the title, Switch 2 version. We're going to talk about it. Let's get to the trailer. We're going to watch it. Wait, hold on. Let me mute the background music. Let's go.
And yeah, that's all I really wanted to share with him. He's a good dude. I'm gonna share links to the content that we were talking about. I might even share the actual video, a link to the video to see the Grand Theft Auto 6. It was cute to see his little daughter, like I said, pop up, and just to get a little screen time with Daddy. And you're like, well, you can't, you gotta go because you can't watch any of this video. Just add a little parental guidance to the younglings. Like that's what I'm about. Like, so, you know what I mean? But yeah, my son can play this right here. Go ahead, play a little bit of this right here. Now this is with my game right here. Oh, this is the first level too.
Yeah, bitch, still.
This is the very first level too. So you played it before.
A bit, yeah.
You gonna go with the knuckles? You just gonna straight knuckle them up?
I don't think I can do that. How do I even do it?
That's not the door. There's a secret either there or you gotta go down and no, there's no secret up there. There's a secret to the right, I think. Like you gotta feel along the wall.
Is there a jump?
No, you can't jump through that. Yeah, right there, to your right.
Here?
No, to your right. Yeah, right there. There's a secret door or something there, but you might have to trigger something. I can't remember. But yeah, down there is where you normally go. So yeah, this is Doom. This is one of the first first-person scroller. Third person is when you can see the character like Mario. That's a third-person view. And what I'm hoping for the Grand Theft Auto 6, I talked about this last time. I'm hoping.
I thought they said nothing that was Vice City.
What's that?
How do I aim up?
It's Vice City, but I'm hoping that they do a second-person perspective, meaning you can see both of them at the same time. You're controlling one, but you're seeing it. You know what I mean? The one that you're controlling is through the eyes of the other.
How do I shoot that guy?
Like that's a you and me or a you and I situation, huh?
How do I shoot that guy up there?
Oh, just shoot. It automatically points up. You gotta move left and right to, yeah. Just shoot. It's auto aim. You gotta hit it like 6 times. There you go. Now, T, come back. Oh, go ahead. You go right in there if you want to. Come back. All right, now go to your right. Nope, turn around. Yeah, see how the platform came down? And that's how you get your shotgun.
He looks so he's like,
all right, now that might have triggered the very, to your right there, yeah. Nope, come back. There's a secret door right there, secret door. See how it's a little different? That didn't, are you doing the thing?
press button, do I press it?
There it is. Oh, so yeah, like I was saying, we over, and it goes that fast, you know. This is Doom. It's one of my all-time favorite games. Like I said, I bought this way back in the day on my iPhone 4 maybe, or 3. So I bought this way back in the day, but since I kept iPhone 4, then an iPhone 7, and now I'm on an iPhone 14, they just upgraded the game for me. So now it's playing the best that I ever played. Like this might be the best version of Doom that I ever played. Especially since now they got a controller. Before I had to use the touch controls and everything, and it didn't move well, and you know what I mean? So, and y'all seem like I tried to share a little bit of Doom for my Nintendo Switch, and it wasn't working. So I got to go back and figure out what's wrong with that. I might have to unload and then reload the game or something, or hook it back up to online or something. We'll figure all that out. But those are the little glitches that happen when dealing with gaming and games trying to, you know, grow with the systems and the operating systems, and how programs is like a program emulating another program of a program type of thing is where we're at as far as computer programming, computer science, even artificial intelligence, you know. Because we have to remember, computer science actually started way back in the day with Morse code. When you used to have a long telephone wire from one camp to the next camp, and you go dot 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 dot, you know, kind of a thing. So, and I can take this off for now. And the kid has a call, so we'll take that off for now. Yep. And he's going to take his call somewhere else, and I'm gonna wrap it up from here, right? So we'll cut that off there. Hey man, I really hope y'all enjoyed this show. I had a ball making it. How do I mute this? Mute that. And I had a ball making it. Right now I'm showing you a backdrop of Zelda, and it's Zelda: A Link to Awakening, and Zelda's Echoes of Wisdom. Now I do want to play both games. They're both available, but you know I have to buy them. You know, hit the like button, subscribe, share. That'll help out. Any donations, that'll help out. And you know me, but both games are classic Zelda games, like, but they've been modernized to look more 3D and things of that nature. Now I shared them to show that the first edition sold 6.46 million, whereas and it might be more than that because that sample came back from an earlier date, and then the Echoes of Wisdom sold 2.58 million. So therein is you know, is trying to still catch the original version, and you know, I do want to play both of them. You know, I mean, it's those type of games too, on top of the Breath of the Wild and also Tears of the Kingdom. So I am a big Zelda fan. I love introducing my son to new different games and things of that nature. And you know, we also going to try to do some more dinner in a movie or dinner in a video game, where we do some kind of recipe and a cook show or something like that. We're trying to figure it out and make our channels unique to ourselves. But it doesn't happen without you. So hit the like button, subscribe, share, and anything you want to end with?
Have a good day, everyone.
That's it.
Yeah.
You had a good time?
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. So y'all know how I like to end it. Love God, our Father, all the time. Hip hop life, love one. As God is love, hip hop is life. Time is holy. So when y'all do have time with each other, I mean, cherish the day. That's some Sade for y'all. I ain't sing today. I'll sing next episode. You know, some Sade, cherish the day or something. That's hip hop to me too. It's more than just a genre. It's a community. It's a consciousness. It's a culture. It's a collective, right? Of compassion, peace, and happiness, right? It's not money. Money is nothing more than a fourth dimension illusion that really doesn't exist, right? That's why Rich is doing good now. He knows that the current price and everything is outpricing the minority people or the lower class people, quote unquote, the people that can't afford it. And those are the real fans of Nintendo. And he's not blaming the current administration. He understands we have to, as a nation, start being more responsible with what we want and what we need, right? Because hip hop is the art of making the most out of life. If you want to call it economics, call it economics. But it's more than just choosing between micro and macro and then lying about who did what and this person doesn't get along with that person. It's not about fighting each other. It's all about teamwork. And therein, that's how the team actually wins. So good luck to all the NFL, NBA teams that's left. My Sixers are out. I'm about to listen to the Phillies, and you know, stop messing with my Eagles, because just because the running back hung out with Trump, don't politicize. Y'all gotta stop politicizing everything to make it seem like my quarterback hates my running back because of y'all fake politics. Okay, but I'll talk to y'all later. Compassion, peace, and happiness. One.